Hey there, it's Blue Mantis Gaming and welcome back to the third episode of Career Mode. And I know it's taken a while, but I'm finally getting into some games. Yeah, and the first of which, we're going to have two games. One's going to be against Leicester, which is right now, which is going to be away. And then the other one is going to be against Arsenal at home. So yeah, let's get into it. I decided to go for that nice purple and white kit, which is better than the black one, because you know, the black one's a bit boring. But yeah, we're away. We're at the King Power Stadium, Leicester's ground, and that's another thing. They've got all the Premier League stadiums, which is great. They probably should have done it before this, a long time before this, but you know, still it's still good. And we get straight into it. Lukaku plays a lovely through ball to Townsend. Townsend cuts inside, runs into the box, and has a shot, and he really unlucky not to score there. He should have scored, but it was a good save. And Townsend, he played really well. He played a vital part in this match. Gets the ball, gets past one defender, gets past two, plays it to Lukaku. Lukaku gives it back to Townsend. Great link-up play, and he chips it back into Lukaku. And that was a brilliant goal. In terms of linking up and passing, that might be just one of the best goals I've ever scored on FIFA. Obviously not in terms of like shot or like how far out the shot was. In terms of passing, you know, you don't see that very often. But yeah, it did happen, and I was pleased with that. And this is 22nd minute, so it's about 10 minutes later. Coleman whips the ball in, and Lukaku kind of leans back and scores. And I couldn't believe this. We was 2-0 up in 24 minutes, which was incredible. And remember, this is Lukaku, his second goal. Remember, this is his debut. Technically his debut. He played for Everton last year, only on loan. But now he's playing for them like permanent deal. And so this is, you know, this is his debut, and to score 2 goals in his debut was incredible. But this was literally straight after kickoff, as you can see. You know, it was straight after kickoff, but Barkley wins the ball back, plays it to Lukaku. Lukaku takes one shot and slams it into the net, and yeah, that is a hat trick for Lukaku on his debut in the first half. Actually, under half an hour, 27 minutes, he has scored 3 goals, and it's just incredible. He's a beast. He's definitely the best player in Everton, and he might be. He's one of the best strikers in the Premier League as well, in real life and on this game. I think anyway, and he nearly does it again. He nearly scores 4, which would, to be honest, that might just be a bit unrealistic. But you know, it's FIFA, so a lot of unrealistic things happen. But they nearly, and they should have scored there. It's a weird angle, but yeah, that was really close, and it was an open goal, so it was a terrible miss. Even though it was hard to shoot like that. But McCarthy gets sent off out of nowhere, and at this point I was thinking, what, you know, that is why ref. But when you look at it, it was a really bad challenge by me. It was my fault. So yeah, we've lost a player. We're down to 10 men. But to be honest, does it really matter? Because I don't see them scoring 3 goals. I don't even see them scoring 2, maybe not even 1 in the second half. But yeah, this is second half, and 54th minute, Townsend goes. He uses pace. He's got about 91, 92 pace, and plays it through. Lukaku kind of controls it and then heels it into the net, and that is his 4th goal. It is just unbelievable. If you look at the replay, it was just so cheeky. Like he got the ball. You know, he should have maybe hit it first time, but no, he controlled it with his heel. He literally, look at that. He controlled it with his heel and flicked it in with his heel. The keeper couldn't do anything. The defenders didn't do anything, and we were 4-0 up. Lukaku scoring all 4 goals. But Powell here gets the ball, gives it to Nugent, who gives it to Aloha. I think that's how you pronounce his name, Aloha. And he puts it wide. Only just should have scored there. But Lukaku, no way was he going to score a 5th, and he very nearly did if it wasn't for Kasper Schmeichel's save. I can't say that name, Kasper Schmeichel's save. But they actually have another chance here. Aloha cuts inside and has a shot, and that was a bit closer. That literally skimmed the post. And they probably deserved a goal for their work in the second half. But they didn't get one. My defence was good. It was good in the first half, but in truth, I didn't really have much to deal with. We bring on Etu, and Etu slams the ball, just smashes it towards goal, you know, uncontrollably, and it narrowly missed. The keeper dived helplessly, but Etu again cuts inside, and that was a chance he really should have scored. Like almost not an open goal, but it was an easy chance. Lukaku would have buried that. But that is it. We won 4-0. That is the best possible start we could have had to the season. Absolutely battering Leicester. Leicester just got destroyed by Lukaku. But yeah, we do a counter offer for Leon Osman, who is too old, I think. Actually, no, it's not his age. It's just, you know, there's players in his place, like, you know, Gibson, who's got who will grow. He's like 26 or 25. He'll grow. And Alcaraz is another player who won't grow, and I won't be using. So I decided to counter offer him to Newcastle. If they accept that, they can have him. And we also loaned out a couple of younger players, Luke Garbutt and Brendan Galloway, to Morecambe and can't remember the other team. But this is our second game of the season, our second game of the episode. It's a home against Arsenal. Obviously, this was a lot tougher than Leicester, and I have to look out because Arsenal have some good players. You know, especially this season, they've made a few good signings. You know, likes of Welbeck, Sanchez, Debussy, players like that. Who really have made them better. But yeah, we're playing at Goodison Park, obviously, which they had last year. They had in FIFA 14, but yeah, it's still weird because they've only had it for about a year. But Wilshere plays the ball through to Ozil, and Ozil plays it back to Wilshere, and Wilshere has a shot, and it hits the post. And that, you know, Arsenal, they had just an explosive start. I think they had another chance, but I didn't show it. Yeah, they played really well, but Townsend gets the ball back there, and Lukaku has a weak shot. And it was really nothing compared to what he was doing last week. He didn't have the best of games. I'm not spoiling anything, but compared to last week, he didn't have the best games. And Dzeko, who always seems to sign for Everton, nearly scored there. But we do some scoring ourselves. Townsend there, and it was bad defending really from a set piece. You know, typical Arsenal set piece. But yeah, he was unmarked, and it was a simple tap in, or a tap in. He tapped it in, not a tap in as an open goal. But yeah, and we were 1-0 up. And to be honest, it wasn't that hard. Me playing it was obviously tough to get the goal, but you know, you'll see in the second half I didn't find it really that hard. It was weird because, you know, against Arsenal, world class, you would expect to find it hard. But Barkley here, this second half just started. Because it's Townsend to Gibson to Morales. Great play between Morales and Gibson gives it back to Morales, and Morales slams it in the net, and that is 2-0. Literally straight after half time, right at the beginning, 3 minutes in. It was a brilliant goal, great link-up play, a bit like we saw between Townsend and Lukaku against Leicester. But yeah, that was great, and we were playing really well at this point. And to be honest, I didn't see them coming back, despite their best efforts. Cazorla whipped the ball in to Dzeko, and Dzeko hits it, crosses it, and Cazorla gets his head to it, but Howard gets his hand to it, and it actually hits the post. But still managed to stay out. Cazorla, I don't know what that was about. That was a terrible corner. Lukaku picks the ball up in his own half, and this was probably the only good bit of the game for him. But he just completely ran just the length of the pitch, got tackled, but still got the ball back, and went on, gives it to Barkley to Barry, and Barry slots it in for 3-0. And that was, you know, I'm scoring some great goals in terms of passing. Some of the quality of some of the goals scoring off at Everton are great, really great. As you can see, a lovely finish by Barry there. Just placed it, you know, no power, nothing, just placed it in the net like you do. But Morales here, you know, could it be 4? Morales was running and whipped the ball in, and Lukaku should have buried that, but didn't. You know, if he buried that, you could say he had a good game, but he didn't. But we make 3 subs: Atsu, McGeady and Besic for Townsend, Morales and Barry. Townsend and Barry, who played really well, getting 2 of the goals. But we're into the last 10 minutes here, or 12 minutes, and Lukaku, this is Barkley's literally the only one defending the lead at this point, but he manages to pick the ball up, like the only one in the penalty box, the only one in sight. Lukaku throws it to him, and he just gets it, turns around. You've seen the replay, just shrugs off defender, and it was a brilliant goal, brilliant finish by Barkley, spinning shot, curling and spinning. Into the net, and that was 4-0, and I couldn't believe it. Arsenal were just terrible in this game, really bad, but that is it. We have 6 points and 8+ goal difference, which is brilliant. It's the best start we possibly could have had. Yeah, next episode will feature Capital One Cup and Premier League game against Chelsea, but please like, comment and subscribe and share. Thanks, bye.